Hi guys, I am back with another video and I want to start off with a disclaimer. I know how y'all love those. I don't just block people for rude and hateful comments. I also block people for coming on my page thinking that they're going to tell me what to do. I love those who support me and encourage me. For everybody else, some of y'all need to get your own page and run that as you see fit, because you're spending too much time critiquing me and giving me feedback and telling me what to do and what not to do, and I will block you. And just so you know, if you wake up one day and you can no longer see my videos or see my page, it's because I blocked you. Make no mistake about it. You're done. Let's dive in. I saw someone talk about this earlier, and I really want to go into detail on this topic. Be mindful of the classic I miss you text, WYD, which stands for what are you doing? Let's talk. What have you been up to text? These texts tend to come during what is called cuffing season. I think that's maybe like September through maybe February, like the cold months of the year. You might get these texts when severe weather is on the way. You might get these texts during tax season. You also might get these texts if people have heard through the grapevine that you have hit some major financial milestone and you are now successful in some way. These men need a place to stay. They need your money and they need your sex. And they need these things for free. And then as soon as it's no longer cold outside, as soon as the money is dried up and they've run up your light bill and they've eaten up all your food and they've now secured their spot at their cousin's house sleeping on a dirty air mattress in his living room, they will leave you and not even think about it until they need you again. I was dating this man years ago and he asked if he could live with me, and I already knew the answer was no. And I remember turning to him and I said, okay, well, what bills are you going to pay? Because I got this bill and it's that much, and I got this bill and it's that much. And he looked at me kind of shocked. You know, his eyes rolled back in his head, and that plan was abandoned quick, fast, in a hurry. But unfortunately, there are a lot of women who know this about these men. But they are so lonely. They have such low self-esteem. They are so desperate for this fairy tale idea of a two-parent household or being married, or they're so male-centered, they want a relationship so bad that they know these things, and they'll stand at the door with open arms and let these fools walk back in. I once worked with this woman years ago who would proudly brag about how when she went out to eat with her husband, she was actually married to this guy, she would pass him her debit card so that it looked like he was paying, so that it didn't make him feel bad that she was actually paying. Now, first of all, the waiters aren't stupid. They can usually see the name on the card, and I've even heard of some waiters say that if they can decipher between the man's name and the woman's name, they will bring that receipt to sign back to the woman. Let me tell y'all something. I haven't even given my debit card to my own son. Okay? Now, in her situation, we would have discussions about this. She was very aware that this man was using her, but she just did not want to get a divorce. Divorce is not always a bad thing. Breakups are for the best. It's one of the things that I want to work on my channel. So many women are like, I don't want to break up our family. I don't want to get a divorce. But honey, you're miserable. He is depleting your finances. He is taking advantage of you. We need to reframe this idea of divorce ripping a family apart. Honey, you ain't got no family, okay? You got a man eating up your food, running up your lights, going to the mall, buying Jordans on your dime. You don't have a relationship. Okay. You have a relationship, but he sees himself with an ATM. You are an ATM for him. Now, me personally, when I am done with a guy, I am done. And I could have been like head over heels in love with this dude. I could have been imagining my future, all kinds of loopy shit. I haven't done shit like that in years. But once I am done, once we are over, once we are through, there is no text that you can send me that's going to make me open that case again. We as women have been groomed by society when we were little to always be the one to nurture and take care of people. We've always been told that that is our job. We always want to fix everything. We always want to help everybody to our detriment. I'm cutthroat. I don't feel bad for you. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have a place to live anymore? Well, I'm going to pray for you. I hope that works out. Bye. You lost your job? Well, damn. Glad there's plenty out there hiring. You better get busy putting your resume out there. Bye. A storm is coming and you don't have any cover. Well, I do, and I need to take cover right now, but you stay blessed though. Bye. And please stop listening to everyone's exception of the rule stories. You got that coworker who took her ex back and they reunited and they are supposedly, because folks be lying, now they're happily ever after. I mean, she took him back. So who's to say that if you don't take your ex back, y'all aren't going to live happily ever after too? Fuck all that. But I know that you don't have to do what I'm saying. You don't have to take any of my advice. So what I will say is, I need you to do some digging and I need you to pay attention. Be mindful of the weather time. When he shoots you that text, is it tax season? Is there severe weather coming? Do some digging. Did he lose his job? Is he homeless right now? Does he not have a car? Did him and his ex or the girl he used to be with when he dumped me or while he was with me, did they not work out and he needs a place to live? Did his mama kick him out finally? Did his cousin kick him out and they had an argument and they're not getting along? I mean, me personally, you're an adult. You can figure shit out on your own, dude. You don't need my help. Shit, I've been a single mom since 2008 and I've had to figure stuff out since then and I've been okay. You'll be okay. Get the fuck away from me. Some of y'all seem so happy in these relationships and it's nothing more than a dude that ain't got no job that is living in your house or your apartment. You think you're in a relationship, but he's just thinking about, I have to have my basic necessities, food, shelter, money, and I get it from this person. There's nothing more that they think about you. And like I said earlier, these women know that. They're not stupid. They know that, and they will vent your ear off and they will ask for all the advice in the world that they're never going to take. They're never going to kick him out. They're not going to change anything. Okay? They just want to tell you and be like, and I'm going to tell him this. No, you're not. And even if you do, you're not going to kick him out. This is why I charge for my vent sessions. If you want to vent with me, I do charge for that. If you have a question and want advice, I charge for that simply because I myself have been there and done that. My time and my mental and emotional energy is valuable. So if you were going to get that from me and my energy and my time listening and answering your questions, you have to pay a little bit for it. Because I don't want to exert all that energy just for seconds later, you're back at square one in your relationship with him, listening to his bullshit. But a lot of women are in my comment sections. What do you think about my boyfriend? He said this. What do you think about my boyfriend? He did that. Can you believe this? Can you believe that? Yeah, I can believe it because you just told me he did it. And as far as what do I think, what does it matter what I think? Because as soon as you're done typing your question, you're going to be sitting up next to him. And you already know he ain't no good. But because you want a relationship so bad, you want any kind of relationship. So you have decided to settle for this one. As soon as y'all break up or stop talking, do me a favor and just go ahead and block these men. Don't even give them a chance to try to hit you up to get the resources that they need to survive. They need to grow the fuck up and figure it out on their own.